Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope for April 2019, and this is for you coming from Virgo. So, first card that I pull will be to do with your first 15 days of April for you coming from Virgo, and this is going to talk about your job, and it's not a good card. It's a card that says you can have the opportunities of a promotion, but there will be so many hurdles and obstacles to try and get to it in this first 15 days. And if you try too hard, you're going to just face a lot of confrontation as well. So where your job is concerned, just take it easy. Tell yourself, I've got to pass this first 15 days of April without attracting too much tension, and you'll be just fine doing that. Now about your business in the first 15 days. Let's see what your card says. And the business area, it says that you're overly ambitious and you're trying to do too many things or look for too many areas of business, and you're not going to succeed. Because you coming from Virgo, your ego, your overdetermination is going to put you in a situation where the financial backing is not going to be good enough. So I suggest in the first 15 days, look after the business you have in hand. Don't be too much of an adventurer looking for new areas. Not going to work out. Now about your romance area. In your romance area, you can see it's the crossing of swords or the crossing of clubs. Yes, a crossing of clubs. And I see the signs of Venus, the signs of Mars. That's a classic two planets that create tension and conflict. So where your romance is concerned, let's talk of your new romance will be one that builds up conflict very easily. And your ongoing romance, if you're not careful, past issues also build up a lot of opposition and confrontation and provocation. So sparks are flying here. So one of you has to take the soft approach, and it's you who is listening to me. So you take the soft approach, be flexible, be negotiable, and you'll be able to tone the pressure down. Try to survive your area of new romance or ongoing romance with your lover. Try to survive, keep it low, keep it nice and cool if you can. Next card will be to do with your marriage for you coming from Virgo. And you're just pulling cards of confrontation. Look at this card and see the sign of Mars up there, and below see the sign of Jupiter, and that's not good. Stubbornness, domination, anger, provocation is all there. So if you're not careful, whether your romance area, whether your marriage area is going to be full of disputes and difficulties, and it's raining on this card. So it says it's gloomy, it's stormy weather, basically. And so the last thing you want, whether in new romance, whether ongoing romance, or whether in marriage, there is a tendency for problems to erupt very quickly. So you is listening to me, it's you who is listening to me. Tell yourself, I've got to be very calm, and if my marriage partner, romance partner is being extremely aggressive, I'll just have to take it nice and slow and easy and not be provocative. Now we will go to your last 15 days. And your last 15 days of April will start with your job area for you coming from Virgo. Also not a good card, I'm afraid to say. So in the area of job, in the last 15 days, if you're not careful, you can even lose a job. Mistakes made, not paying attention, deadlines broken, ego playing too much of a big part in this. And so watch out that where your job is concerned, the last 15 days are going to put a lot of pressure on you. So what do? If you want to keep the job, you'll have to work harder. Trying to look for a new job is not going to give you any solutions either. Now for your business. Well, it's a card that's called the Wheel of Fortune. But when I'm looking at it, it's upside down. So it says that the fortune is actually leaving you. And so what do? Well, don't put your money out. You don't want to look for new businesses. Whatever business you have, just keep on carrying that. Consolidate, which means look after what you have. Don't expose yourself to risk. Otherwise, there's a fortune going out. So tell yourself, temptations to try something new, you don't want to do that in the last 15 days of April. And trying to be an adventurer, looking for excitement in business, you don't want that. Not going your way. Let's look for your last 15 days where romance is concerned. And let's see what the card says. Now, here's a good card. It says you can find somebody who is going to be very good for you and help you a great deal, but you'll have to be very patient, because it's a card that troubles you where your ego is concerned. So don't feel rebuffed or lost if you don't get a very exciting response from somebody who's showing interest to you. If you don't get that exciting romance and influence too quickly, don't worry about it. Be patient. Let time work, will source it out. So it's a new romance that's you want and the partner wants you, but there seems to be either a complication or a delay of some kind. So it's not a bad card, you just be patient. Now about your ongoing romance, that earlier was for the new romance. Now your ongoing romance, is a problem. You see, so new, short term, okay, ongoing, short term, no good. So ongoing romance says that your outlooks are all different, differences of opinion are bothering each other. I don't see conflict, but I see a tendency of disagreeability. So your ongoing romance may not be very happy. Why don't you be happy? It's you listening to me and be agreeable and laugh inside you, even though you are not really showing it, just for the sake. It's only last 15 days of April, not 15 weeks. So be agreeable and you'll see the last 15 days passing and the peace and the love will remain. You have to be smart sometimes. Be materialistic minded. For the long term, no harm, showing the bright side of your face. Now about marriage, let's see. Alright, it's a classic Jupiter-Venus problem from this card. And what it says here is, you see, the Venus on top and the sign of Sagittarius bottom, that's Jupiter. So it says conflict arising very fast. So many issues in your marriage are wide open to making things of a conflict nature. So it's you listening to me. So you don't want to bring up these thorny issues which will lead to conflict, which simply means disagreement in marriage. Lie low. And if it's your marriage partner who is bringing up this and bringing up that, well, listen with a nice calm ear and tell yourself that don't want to retaliate, be agreeable. It's only 15 days, so it's not a very happy card, this last 15 days of marriage where your marriage is concerned. Now for Virgo, I'm going to talk to you about your lucky ages for the whole month of April, so that perhaps people of these ages are going to be extremely lucky in every area. And it's a card of Aquarius, so I'm going to talk of if you happen to be the ages of 22 or 31 or 40 or 49 or 58 or 67 or 76. You're going to be one very, very lucky person in the month of April, in all areas of life, whether job, whether business, romance, marriage, whether financial speculation. Yes, you're going to be very lucky. And so if you're not of these ages, you'll have to have a special 90-minute session with me, which will cost you USD 50, and I'll tackle your next 7, 8 or 9 years, and that will be based on your date of birth and time of birth and looking at your palms. I'll give you your special personal lucky lottery numbers, your lucky colors, your lucky days, your lucky directions, a lot of information from the universe based on your date of birth, time of birth, looking at your palms. We'll talk about that a bit later. Now I'm going to talk to you about your lucky dates. There will be certain dates in the month of April for you coming from Virgo, which are going to be very lucky. So bookmark these dates. And it's a long-term card, and if I apply this to Virgo, it means the 8th, the 17th and the 26th of April are going to be tremendously lucky, and they bring profit and they bring love and romance, and they make your marriage happy and find solutions in everything that you want. The 8th, the 17th and 26th of April, bookmark them and go out and have the time of your life and discuss whatever issues are bothering you. You'll find solutions morning, noon, afternoon, evening, nighttime, whatever. Now for you coming from Virgo, your lucky colors. So every different planet rules different colors. So let's see what this card says. Who is the color of the sky? So I'm going to say that wear plenty of light blue, sky blue, wear plenty of light blue in the month of April, and you will attract a lot of good luck, very fast luck, very unexpected luck, and in any area of your life. So undergarments, top garments, handkerchief, just stick to light blue and you'll see plenty of things happening for you. And now about your lucky directions for you coming from Virgo. So 9 planets are surrounding Earth. When we look straight, back, sideways, east or west, we're going to be facing a planet or another. And for you, the color, the direction I will choose from this card would be southwest. So if you face a lot of southwest to get your dreams come true, to make your wishes, to get ideas, to get all kinds of good luck coming your way, if you face southwest in the month of April, you're going to get that exceptional energy from planets who are sitting for you for this month of April in the southwest area. So for any kind of good luck, you'll be able to do that. Well, that's what I have to talk to you about the month of April. I have this 90-minute session. It'll cost you USD 50, and I'll talk to you about your next 7, 8 or 9 years based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. I'll talk to you about your special lottery numbers based on your date of birth, time of birth, looking at your palms, your lucky colors, your lucky dates, your lucky days, a lot of information, and lucky directions as well. And so with all this information, you'll be able to have your next 7, 8 or 9 years fully under your control. And so send me an email to AndyHoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9, AndyHoro9 @gmail.com, and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. Until then, thank you and good luck.